Hi, and welcome to the third edition of the Temple Shalom Softball League Mets video capsule recaps. In this third edition, I want to say that I'm extremely happy because we're more than 200 views in 2 videos. So that shows you that we're on the positive trend to actually become the number 1 influencer of softball in the entire state of Texas. So remember, hit the like button, put your comments below, and make sure that anything that you want to see here, make your voice heard. Speaking about stats, we're almost 25% of the season over. And with that, that tells you that our league is moving extremely fast to the extent that in a couple of weeks, we're going to have the interleague matchups. And for that, keep an eye because the Mets have a big surprise for you. So lastly, and before we jump into the game's recap, remember, this Sunday is sprint forward, so adjust your clocks and make sure that you're not late and no sleepovers happens. So that's another tip from your dear Mets captain. Game recap. So I believe one-run games are becoming a thing for us because we have been in 4 games that have been decided by 1 run. Unfortunately for the Mets, we have lost 3 of those, but hey, we finally claimed a victory last Sunday in the first 1-run game affair. So that tells you, or it speaks highly on the resilience, the thought, the battle, that everything that we put in that field, and quite frankly, that's exactly what you want to see as a coach, that your team is always winning the game. So let me just quickly jump into what happened in the first game, the Reds, which was, by the way, our first 1-run win of the season. It was a complete contribution from top to bottom. Everyone was hitting perfectly and just making sure that we took advantage from it. And hey, it was a very close affair, so we have to run the bases smartly, and the hell we did on that first game. It was the first time that I witnessed the designated shield hitter, which is a new rule that you'll be aware, that hitter that all the teams can decide who's going to be. The win was a big factor, and we actually missed on that rule, and we had to move Cesario all the way to second on his second at bat just because he couldn't get a strike. So more to come on that, but I'm curious to see how the climatological conditions are going to play a factor into this rule. And as you all know, defense is our main strength, and that game ended in a dramatic fashion. We were up by 1 run. The Reds had their time and the winning run on base, and with less than 2 minutes, Steve made one of the biggest catch that I have ever witnessed this league. So definitely this is going to be on the highlight reels for the Mets in the 2024 season. And with that dive, the inning ended. And with that, the rally, and with less than 2 minutes to hit, that was pretty much the game, and we claimed victory on that one. So kudos to the team, second week of the season. We didn't have to move far away for our second affair. We faced the Pirates, the Barth and Wainfield Pirates. And for that, we unfortunately got into our third loss of the season by 1 run. But hey, that was a pitcher truel. Yes, you heard it right, truel, because we have 3 pitchers, 1 on our side, and the Pirates decided to have 2. So, as you see, I'm evolving on my expertise of speaking this language. Now I know another word that I have to Google for sure. So, in this one, I'm not a big fan of speaking about myself, but I want to say that match was the first time I hit an inside the park home run. Some people are saying that's sketchy. I think it was a phenomenal hit, and that's basically telling you that I'm now becoming a fast player. Not as fast as my number 1 and number 2 hitter, but hey, I'm getting there. The other interesting highlight is that we heard the 24 of 24 chants from my Venezuelan peers when skipper Barth saw their third strike looking, and then he joined the club. So we'll see if he's going to honor that depth this upcoming Sunday. Also, very happy to see the kid back, spite of actually he getting the first home run of the season against us, but just him seeing him play is phenomenal. And we all have heard that baseball is a harsh mistress, and that ended up happening to us. Another 1-run game We were very close. We made a 3-run rally in the last inning, but with less than 2 minutes, the Pirates went to hit, and they were the home team. And unfortunately, that ended the game, and we lost that affair. But again, very close matchup, and that's exactly what you want to see from the team. So talk about the Diamond Superstars, or the game Superstars. Kelly Stites, 4 for 4, 2 runs, a triple, a home run, and 6 RBIs. Just showing his kids how things get done, right? Also, Michael Field went 3 for 5 with a run, and just a phenomenal pitching considering that he had to pitch into that very windy field both games. And lastly, Steve, who got 1 hit and 4 at-bats, scoring 1 run, as like I said before, with a diving catch that gave us win 2 of the season. So let me just grab my paper here and go into your favorite section, the fan voice. So the first question comes from Jackson, the 3-pointer from Flower Mound. Jackson is asking me, do you think you have the speed to be the lead off of your team after hitting an inside the park home run? Well, that's a tough one, Jackson. I want to say that probably if you asked me that 20 years ago, I might be considering that. But consider that I'm headed to 43 this month, I'm not gonna take that challenge with my team and just continue to contribute whatever I can do. But hey, I can play some outfield just for whoever is doing the draft in the fall. The second question comes from heavy hitter Matty from Wiley, Texas. He's asking me, how can I enroll my 5-year-old kid into the Mets Shalom Baseball Academy? So, Matt, we don't have that yet open. We're just waiting for the spring season to start for the kids, but we're planning to do that. And keep an eye, because we just want to transfer all the knowledge that we have from the Shalom League to the young generations, Mateo included. And last question is Kevin 24. Kevin 24 from Wiley asked me, are you planning to have a live podcast with another skipper? And if so, can I be considerate? Well, Kevin, we have a lot of captains wanting to join this section. No wonder. I mean, this is held by an influencer. But hey, the fact that you're writing here is on the right move, and we're going to consider that, especially because we're going to be facing the Cubbies next week. So who knows? Maybe you will get featured sooner rather than later. So with all that, thank you very much for watching. And hey, you want to have the time of your life, bring your kiddos, bring your wife, because the Mets are going to guarantee the time of your life. So long.